Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn about object-oriented programming with Java. So in this video we will cover the objects. Basically, object-oriented programming is used with objects, classes, interfaces, packages, and inheritance. We're going to learn all by this by steps. So please stick with us and yeah if you never used an object oriented programming language before, you will need to know a few basic concepts before you can begin writing any code. So this video will introduce you to objects, classes, inheritance, interface, and packages. Each discussion focuses on how the concepts relate to the real world, while simultaneously providing an introduction to the syntax of the Java programming language. Okay, so in this video we are going to learn about that objects only. Okay, so what is the object actually? So in the software world, the object is a software bundle to related state and behavior. So what are the state and behavior we are going to learn in the video in the later phase. Okay, so this section currently explain how state and behavior are represented within the object. Okay, and we will introduce the concept of data encapsulation and explain the benefit of designing your software in this manner. Okay, so basically objects have two characteristics. One is that state and other one is the behavior. Okay, so state and behavior, what is state? Is a state is the basically your actions. If I go with some kind of variable, and if you say in the programming language, it is a variable, and the behavior is your method or the function. Okay, so in the software consists state and behavior related to behavior. Okay, state is basically related to your behavior. So if I say for the example, this is of the life cycle. So basically states are field and the method are behavior. Okay, so uh, if we go with the example to understand the life cycle, you can take this example of bicycle. Okay, so to understand this, uh, for example, we have a bicycle is our object. Okay, bicycle have many states or the fields or the variable like the current speed, current gear, current pedal. Okay, and that bicycle have many behavior as well, like the brake, change sentence, changing gear. Okay, and these are the our behavior. So behavior are dependent on the uh, our state. Our state is basically uh, a field. So to make to break, we have obviously have a cycle, and we have a speed. Okay, or something like basically objects are our real world examples. Okay, so you can take yourself outside the world, uh, inside outside the screen and see what is inside our real world. Like okay, so we have a pets, we have of cars. So for example, so we can take the example of cars. Okay, in the real world example. So what you can ask yourself what will be the state can be of the car. Like it will be a speed, what will be RPM, what will be a color. Okay. So this kind of is our states, and what could be our objects? Sorry, a behavior. Okay, so a behavior will be something like it will be a break, it will have many years. So that we have to do something with that. Like we have to change gear, we have to apply brake. Okay, we have to show press light or bumper. Okay, so it will be our behavior. Okay, I hope that understand. Okay, and you can ask yourself two questions. Okay, so what possible state can this object be in? Okay, and the other one is what possible behavior can this object perform? So what will perform, it will be our behavior, and what will be inside that, it will be our states. Okay. So there are why this object is important, because this is very important in our while we are writing the object-oriented programming, because it is a, you can say it is our structure. How we are going to structure our code, how we are going to structure everything, it will be always dependent on that our objects. Okay, guys. So make sure we understand the objects fully before going to move forward later on the class and engineering terms, because this will be our crucial part. Okay, it is our base of object-oriented programming. So now let's see that how it can be beneficial. So first one is the modularity. Okay? So the source code from object can be written and maintained independently of the source code for the other objects. Once the created object can be easily passed around inside the system. That means that if you create any source code of the object, okay, for example, we created the object for the bicycle or object for the car. For let's take that for the bicycle. Okay, and we created the states like pin the speed. Okay, and we created the behavior or methods like change gear. Okay, we created one method. Now I can easily ask this method to other object, as well as I can pass to other classes. Okay, I can easily by extending the class. We are going to learn that extend the inheritance on the later part of the video or the another video, because this video will only include the objects. Because if I am going to explain or learn everything in this single video, it will be a boring and will be a long video as well. So we are going to just understand objects in this video. Or if you guys even have any doubts while in till yet, you can just drop the comment. I will surely try to answer this, and because I'm the running as well with you, so you can also mention that I did there is a mistake. Just drop out the comment. Okay, guys. Yeah. So second one is that information ID. By interacting only with an object methods, and the detail of this internal implementation remain hidden from the outside world. What meant by being the information ID? It is the its work same as that it is a subject information ID. If you know that all the states have an object, have a property, private, public, and we can hide from the outside world that if we can just we have to want to use that object methods by ourselves, we can just hide it to our outside world. Okay, and just wanted to implement code. And third one is the code reuse. If the object already exists, perhaps written by another software developer or your colleague, okay, you can use that object in your program. This allows specialists to implement, test, and debug a complex task-specific object which you can then trust to run in your own code. Guys, this one is very important, because when our software grows, when our website or software, whatever we created, grows, there will be more developer included in this particular software. Then we don't know that it's code already there, who written that. Okay, so code will be a multiple hundreds of thousands of line of code. That time this code will use functionality basically very helpful. It will be mainly helpful for our implementation while we have to test that particular functionality, functions method, or we have to debug basically. So because while if we have multiple developers or software engineers in the particular working on functionality features, uh, at that time we have to it will be very hard to debug something. So that time this kind of implementation or reusable thing will be very helpful. Yeah. So last one, but not the least, uh, reliability and debugability is okay. If you have particular objects turn out to be a problematic, you can simply remove it from your application and plug with a different object as a replacement. This allows to fixing mechanical problem in the real world. If a bolt breaks or uses not the entire machine, just like it that you have created object uh, for bicycle and you have two function method or behavior like one for change the gear, one here to apply brake. Now there is something issue with apply brake. Okay, so you debug and then say, "Hi, this apply brake is causing an issue. Just you remove it." Okay, but if you remove it, that apply brake behavior, it will not going to break your entire application or software. Okay, you just it will be work as it is, but you just have removed and create another one. Okay, just like it. Okay, so I hope you guys understand that objects. If you guys have any doubts, okay, just let me know. So in this video we have covered the objects. Now in the next video we are going to cover the classes, and after that I'm planning to create all the different videos for different terms, like we have created the object for this, will be another for classes and another for interface, another for packages, another for inheritance. Obviously we are going to in the last create a one uh, function, and we are going to do a practical test as well as that to test all of this. So yeah, keep in touch, and yeah, don't forget to follow, subscribe and like our channel IGcode. So this will motivate me to keep uploading the video and learn as with you. Okay guys, see you in next video.